this was, Albert's last film, and as you say, it's like, there were times when you didn't have full funding, and which is I've been covering film long enough that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
And at the same time, it's shocking because it's like, this is bloody Albert Maysles. What the hell are you talking about? So, it's like, what, for him, is like, was it just, how involved was he in terms of the money piece of this, or how did he keep going in the face of like, okay, we're not sure where the money's going to come from?
It was really hard. I think it was very, very hard. It was very hard on him. It was really hard for him to raise money. He wasn't amazing at it, but he was really determined. We opened a nonprofit movie theater in Harlem 10 years ago, and I think that actually really helped him, because I think it was very stressful not to be able to raise money, which was difficult. But by kind of being involved with filmmakers and being involved with students kind of gave him an energy to keep working. And I think that through that, he had an insane work ethic, like Iris. He would be the first person at work.
Yeah, talk a little bit about that. What did that look like? What did an insane work ethic look like?
He would probably be at work at 9:45, and he would stay until, 6, and then go to an event, and then stay out till 12 or 1, and then go back. He was just nonstop. And, Laura and I, there are a lot of things that we miss about him, but one of the things that I really miss is just like his determination to make a phone call to anyone possible. And he was down to do anything to try to raise money or to try to be supportive. And so he just had this really amazing...
I'll never forget, walking by his desk and it said, call Oprah, and there was a number, and I was like, oh my God. I don't know if it was her number, but I was like, he really didn't like cell phones. He really liked being able to reach people right away. But, I can't imagine someone who could ever say no to him on the phone once he called them. When I stopped working at Maysles Films, I worked at Janus Films for 2 years, and he would call me, and I would be so excited because when I worked with him, I never got phone calls from him, and he just was the most fun person to be on the phone with. But the money thing, when I was at Maysles for 8 years, it was always a shock to me too. I think if you're making a film that doesn't have a very obvious issue, it's a little bit harder to find funding. I think that. I learned a lot from the process that it's finding like-minded people who might be able to support the film, and that's really seems like one option if you don't have maybe an obvious grant. Like, we didn't know how to describe this film in a way that would necessarily fit into the grants program.